If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. Life is simple. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They won't be waiting for you when you start doing things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. Life is simple. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be watching for you, man. This is a banger. Banger. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Paid or Played, our very first rendition of a series where we review your trades. I'm probably a little bit too loud. Where we review your trades. So welcome. Happy Friday. I hope you are all doing well. Guys, let me know in the poll this week, did you get paid or did you get played? Let me know down below. Pretty interesting price action right now, but to be honest with you, this ain't really about that, man. This ain't really about that, man. This is about the trades of the week that we had, that we took, that we had. If we're profitable, if we're not profitable. Let me make sure that my windows here are up. Guys, I'm getting a dropping frames like thing. Can you guys hear me well? And can you guys see me well? Let's shut this music. Let's close some things so we're not overworking the MacBook here. Can you guys see me? I'm seeing dropped frames right now. Testing. Hello. Y'all got to let me know if we're doing good. Let me know in the poll if you got paid or played. 50% paid, 50% played. Okay, are we good? Can you guys see me well? And hear me well? Am I laggy? I'm getting some kind of laggy. I don't know how to fix this. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try to restart my OBS. I have no idea how to fix this. I'm going to try. Let me try to restart and I'll try to come back. I have no idea how to even come back. Okay, hold on. Let me hide the mic. Let me hide the camera. Let's see if we're better without the camera. Let's close some windows. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. I'm just going to talk to you guys. It's just going to be an ASMR thing, okay? We're going to just like, I know we were going to do paid or played, but let's just do an ASMR. No, I'm just joking. But I do, Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry. My sincerest apologies to you all. This is kind of like, the heck is going on, dude? The heck is going on? Okay. Let's bring the screen back up. Are we lagging still, or are we okay? Are we good, or are we lagging? Dude, I was just on Nexus stream for like 2 hours. It's still laggy. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be back. Okay, are we back now? Are we back? Am I back? First of all, can you guys hear me, and can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I just restarted my OBS. Better? Better. Can you guys tell me if you can see my thumb? Because I don't know if I'm back live right now. Type thumb if you can see my thumb. The Matrix is attacking me, bro. You said it best. Yes, now. Yes, now. So much better. Your video is the lagger. Audio is good. Thumb. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to the very first rendition of Paid or Played. Okay. Welcome to the first rendition of Paid or Played. This is a series where in the Discord, if you head over to the Paid or Played section under General, you post your trade setups, and we're going to go over your trade setups, okay? Whether they are win, loss, or draw. If you decide to participate in Paid or Played, I ask you very kindly to give me as much detail as possible, okay? I want the ticker. I want the date, the time, the long, the short, the result, the entry, the TP, and the stop loss, okay? Over the week, I've told people to send me some trades, so we're going to review some trades here. If you do decide to participate, please as much detail as possible, and please give me finished trades, completed trades that you took, because the idea here is we're going to try to all improve together. Okay, a lot of the times people cannot take what they've learned and apply it in real time. My goal here with this series is to help you improve and help myself improve, because it's good practice for me as well, and we can kind of have an idea as to what we did wrong so we can clean it up for next time. Okay, that's how this series is going to go. So welcome to all. I don't know how many people are in here. We got 99 people in here. If you like the content, make sure to hit the like button. If you love it, make sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. Okay. Very quickly, since we're here, I did take a scalp short in the Nexus this morning from this level here. And there is a potential long here. I did not take this long. I am not long on Bitcoin currently. That's it. Nothing else to say. Okay. But it's not about what's happening right now. By the way, I do suspect that we are going to come higher. I want to come out and I want to take this high because we have a discrepancy right now between the exchanges. This high was not taken. We did not sweep 95K. It doesn't have to happen, but we did not sweep we did not sweep 95K across all the exchanges. We did not sweep it on Coinbase. We did not sweep it on CME. So, yeah, I am hoping for higher. This scalp, I actually closed it. I don't even think I'm in it anymore. I've taken, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about your trades. Let's start from the top and let's find it. And I'm going to be, man, listen, like, again, I want this to be as like free as possible, as like free flowing as possible. And so if it doesn't have like this exact ticker date time, I'm not even going to look at it because, you know, I need it to be easy here. Sui short trade, golden. Like I need dates. I can't go hunting for it. This is a good one. Okay. So we're going to start with Django. Okay. We're going to start with Django. So we got BTC USD. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy paste this. We're going to move it over to our chart and we're going to go find it. So let's find it. What's the date? April 15th, 2025. April 15th, 2025. Okay, we gotta zoom out here a little bit. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something else. We're gonna do a different ticker. I don't want my ticker to like get in the way of things. Because even though we're good. How is your guys' week, man? How y'all been doing? Are you guys good? Are you guys having a good week? Okay. Wait, what happened? I'm gone? Am I good? Am I lagging? Am I good? Am I okay? Yes, no, no, yes. Y'all gotta let me know if I'm good. Why am I dropping frames right now? What the hell's going on? Yo, somebody in the Discord, can you guys let me know if I'm good? In general, can you come in general? Am I good? I'm lagging? Dude, I was just good in the Nexus stream. I don't understand. Back and forth. Okay. Please let me know here in general. If I'm still lagging, I'm going to try to reset reset everything. And then if it doesn't work, then we're going to have to come back next week. Okay? If I start lagging bad, you got to let me know in general, please. Okay? And here too. Because I don't know why I'm lagging. I've been good. Am I good? Am I lagging? Dude, what the hell is going on right now? I'm lagging like you're trading. Dude, I have no idea. I got no idea. I was just on Nexus stream completely fine. Restart the stream. Okay. Testing. Are we good now? Are we doing okay? Are we better? Are we chilling? Can y'all let me know if we are chilling, please and thank ya? Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Don't know if I'm live. No idea. Okay. Am I lagging? Oh, Alex in the chat. What's up, brother? Sorry, ended the stream early. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Have a good trip. Safe travels. Have a good weekend. We'll chat soon, brother. Okay, so I'm good. Okay, we're good. We're back. Jeez, I don't know what the heck happened. But we are back. Okay, let's hit the intro again because I don't know how much you guys heard or did not hear. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first rendition of Paid or Played, a series where I review your trades because I want ultimately us to all be prosperous and all improve together. Okay, so let me know in the poll if you got paid or you got played this week, and let's get better together, man. Anybody that does decide to partake in this little series that we have going on, it's going to be every Friday at 10 a.m. EST. I am a little bit early today. Please give me the setups as follows: ticker, date, time, long, short, result, TP, entry, stop loss, and we will review your trades. Okay, don't know how it's gonna go, but this is going to be the place to learn. Okay, and we will learn together. So we have our first paid or played situation right now, and let's play the game, baby. Let us play the game. So BTC USDT, April 15th, 11 a.m. New York time. Okay. So what did we say? What day is that? That is on the 15th. 15th, 11 a.m. New York time. So it's somewhere around here. Results, first TP, entry, 4-hour fair value gap. Entry, 15-minute fair value gap. Confirmations, SFP liquidity. Everyone is bullish. All right, let's talk about this. So this was the entry right here, basically exactly where I had. So we're going to come down now. We're going to hit the replay tool. Let's all get better together, my friends. Let's build the narrative. Let's decide where we think price is going, and let's figure out what I would have done, what you did do, and how we could potentially have improved, okay? So stop loss is above the previous swing high. That is not consistent with what we see here, but we'll go over it. First TP, SFP. All right. Okay, so this was my friend here's entry. 15-minute fair value gap. I don't really trade fair value gaps necessarily per se, but his entry was 85297. 85297 was the entry. The stop loss was 85966. Entry 85996. And the TP was 83021. 83021. Okay. So this was the trade. Okay, this was the trade. The idea was a 15-minute SFP. We are simply in the range and entered based on the 15-minute fair value gap. Okay. So right off the jump, I mean, we don't really need to build a narrative so much here, because you're simply just range bound. Okay. So here's what I would have done myself. And obviously in hindsight, it's 2020. I actually did take this trade with you. I made a mistake on this trade, I believe. So we're going to go over it. Actually, I don't know. It wasn't this one. It was a different one. But here's exactly how I would play this, okay? Whenever you are in a range, my friends, always be looking to short the top and long the bottom. Even if you think price is going to continue on its merely way to the upside, there are other ways to get into positions. You are always looking to short the tops of the range no matter what. So for me, here's my local range. I'm pulling my range from the high to the low. This is my range, and our boy shorted basically based on the SFP, okay? Here's what I always tell the Nexus and what I always tell everybody. When in doubt, structure out. What is your structure? You should always be aware of your structure. You have low, you have high, you have low, and now you have high SFP. How do you confirm this SFP? How do you know if the SFP is just going to SFP a million times? The way that I confirm the SFP is looking for market structure flips. So right now, this is telling me that this swing point on the low had failed to take out this swing high. So this is your target. So far, the setup makes sense. Now let's talk about the execution, how he entered, where the stop loss is, and what I may have done potentially differently, okay? So when you're in your range, you already know, like I said, especially when you SFP a high or you're touching a high, you're looking for a short, right? Doesn't mean you're going to take it. You're looking for the short, which I think is a big misconception. A lot of people think, you know, if I say, oh yeah, I'm looking for shorts here, and then it keeps pumping, and they're like, oh, how did that work out? It's like, what do you mean? I didn't short it. I was looking for one, right? So what do we have here? In order to confirm the SFP, right, you need to get a market structure flip. We did have a market structure flip on a lower term time frame. We're going to zoom in here in just a moment. However, I do think it's important to note that you have a beautiful return to zone. All that means is how easy is it for you to actually get to your target, right? Because we're targeting the low, but we need justification for that low. We need to know whether or not it's going to produce us a big move in that direction. And how easy is it? Like, are we going to be met with any obstacles along the way, or is it going to be a good trade? I'm going to tell you guys this. The majority of the good trades, guys, the majority of them, you hit them right away. You should not need to be in a trade and like fucking around for 2 hours at your entry. It shouldn't do that. If you're in a good one, it's supposed to get the hell out of the zone right away. Okay? So far, the narrative building behind this trade, everything makes sense. You SFP'd the high, you confirmed the flip, you have the liquidity curve, you have a beautiful return to zone. This is a good setup. Now let's talk about the actual execution in what I personally would have done. Okay? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I did actually short this. Okay? So we know we SFP'd and we know we flipped structure. For me, here's how I would have interpreted it. Okay? You have two structure points that I would have been watching. Number one is this guy here. Okay? I'm looking for a break on that low. Number two is this guy right over here. I would be watching this one as well. Why would I be watching this one as well? Because your internal structure from the high to where that break was as follows. It was low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and then low and then break. So we have a fractal break before breaking this like internal fractal break. Okay. So we have our first sign. And remember, up here, you're not looking for longs. You should not be objectively looking for longs when you're in this situation. Okay. So as soon as I see this break, I'm already calling this my range-based supply. Okay. I'm already looking for shorts anywhere in here. And for me personally, I would have already started like shorting. Okay. I would have already started limiting in. I would have already been prepared. Actually, this was a trade that we took. We were live in the Nexus at the time. Here's what I would do. And here's what I did. In fact, we had a 5-minute breaker block that was created as a result of that break. And within this breaker is where I started to enter. So I started entering here with my stop. I didn't actually input my stop loss right away, but I'm watching it. Like, there's no difference if I put a stop loss here or if I market close here. It's the same thing. I'm watching it. But my idea is that this 5-minute breaker block should theoretically hold. Why? Because if they're going to SFP and they're going to trap traders, right? They're going to displace traders above this high. If they're going to do that, why should they need to come back up to this level again and release those longs? Okay. The only thing that makes sense to reject from is your range-based supply. But if you're going to narrow it down, you do have a 5-minute breaker. So we took this in the Nexus with the idea that this 5-minute breaker was going to hold. Great. Okay. Now here's what I would have done, or here's how I would have played it. This break here allowed me to watch for this 5-minute breaker. Okay. This break, I'm going to say it again. This break allowed me to watch for this 5-minute breaker. My stop loss goes here. Once this 5-minute breaker broke this internal structure, this fractal structure here, which is the same as this, and then it broke this internal structure, this is now telling me that my stop loss should theoretically be safe above the 5-minute breaker. Okay. Now our friend joined later, or he shorted later, which there's nothing wrong with shorting later. And he had the correct idea at the time in putting your stop loss here. Okay. The question is, can you explain it and can you actually practice it and do it in real time? And that's what the point of this series is, right? So he had the right idea. I think that this is a little bit risky. I think it's a little bit risky. I think that the stop loss would have been safer here. Maybe here. So like $100 higher. Nonetheless, it worked out. But let's follow it along, okay? So what do we have after we get that break? What do we have? We have actually what very clearly results in... So remember, you had this range-based supply, and then you had this breaker get hit, okay? The breaker flipped structure, confirming that this high now should hold. That this breaker block should theoretically hold. This guy should hold, okay? Then what do you have? So let's erase that because we want to clean up a little bit. Then what do you have? After you get that break of your actual internal structure now, you have a whole new range-based supply. That means technically, price is allowed to come all the way back up if it wants to, and then flip, and then come, and then, you know, you could short that as well. Now, that's exactly what our boy did. He shorted coming back into this fair value gap. Fine. Valid. I'm not saying it's not valid. However, obviously, we're getting into the intricates of it. Here's what I would have done, and what I believe if I did do. I can't say I did do because I don't remember. But after already entering here and getting this break, what you can do is wait for a retracement coming into this range-based supply, which is anywhere in the block, and then look for a further market structure flip. Here, what's your structure? You have low, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have break. Okay? So what is that telling you? That break, I'm going to move the position just so it's out of the way. That break right now is telling you that you are double confirming basically this. You're reconfirming the idea. We're going to delete this. We're reconfirming the idea that this breaker block is going to hold. And what was created as a result of that breaker? It was this range-based supply, and that was now tagged, and you flipped structure coming out of here. And you flipped this structure. So you flipped the internal fractal structure and the internal structure. Okay? So this is now letting me know that this block is very likely to hold. Okay? So this flip told me that this high was going to hold. This flip told me that this block was going to hold. And now this flip is telling me that this block is going to hold. So immediately, my stop loss, you can add in here, my stop loss now goes there. I don't need to cover this because this continuation, this break, this RIMC is telling me that now this block is going to hold, right? This guy here is going to hold. So my stop loss doesn't need to go above. Before, it needed to go above that high. Now it does not need to go above that high. Now my stop loss is right here. Okay? Let's delete. And then you could have just followed it down. You know, at that point, remember, this break, always listen, when in doubt, structure out. I say it all the time in the Nexus. When you have that, if you were long, you get the hell out of your long. Get the hell out of your long if you were long. Now you have what appears to be new range-based supply, and you just play the game again. Look what happens again, right? So you broke that down, and then what? You came back. Let's use our fractal structure now, our low time frame. You have high, you have low, you have high, and you have low. What is that telling you? Right away, that now is telling me that this... Actually, you know what? Based on what I just went over, you guys tell me, what does this mean now? What does this mean? Where does my stop loss go? As soon as this happens, where's my stop loss? What does this mean now? You guys tell me. Let's get interactive. You tell me, what does that mean? So look. Now, stop can go here. Because this, so it's a chain. You're in a supply chain. Okay? You're in a supply chain. This was your first supply. Okay? We hit the breaker. This was your second supply. You reconfirmed that second supply with this break. You broke down, right? This break here, we're going to go color coded. That break confirmed that this block is going to hold. So my stop loss goes here. Okay. This is now once again reconfirming this new supply. I'll color code it. I'm going to try to make it as easy. This yellow, this blue line is now reconfirming this, right? All you're doing is RIMC. You're just getting expansion down, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement. As soon as you see that blue flip, that right now is telling you on the spot in real time that this yellow block should theoretically hold. So your stop loss now can go here. If you want to play it safer, you can. You can get in from here, but your stop loss should go there. Theoretically, it should go there. As soon as you get this, okay? And this is why I say you can enter from anywhere if you know what to do and you know how to look for. You know what to look for, okay? So let me show you how the people that came late to the party, you don't need to go, oh man, I missed the trade. You didn't miss anything. I just showed you where your stop loss could have moved to and how you could have entered, even if you didn't get in here or on the breaker like I did, right? You get this. What is that telling you? That this range-based supply is going to hold. You get this reconfirmation. You want to know the best entry? I'm going to tell you the exact best entry. Aside from my 5-minute breaker, aside from my entry, which was here, putting the stop here and targeting down to here because it makes sense via your order flow objective. That's a 4.67 risk reward. Okay, if you were aggressive with it, you could have done this. But let's not be aggressive. Let's play it by the book. Aside from that, look at where your best entry was from where we went so far. Okay, look where your best entry was. I would honestly say it was here. You get this up, down, up, break right here. Stop loss right there. Down. 3.56 risk to reward. You could have also went in here, but this one you would have had to cover up here. So that's not great. That's a 2 risk to reward. That's not really great. This would have been your best entry right here. Right here. Right there. And based on this flip, which is already telling you that this block is going to hold, you could have started going in here. You know, you could have potentially, once this break happened, only once this break happened here, only when that break happened, were you allowed to move your stop loss here. But prior to that, you were absolutely fine to start marketing in, limiting in here, trying to follow it up as high as you can. But at the time, the position would have had to have been this. Then let's just say maybe you got the entry to here, then you got that break again, your stop loss can go down to here. So depending on how you entered, give or take, you could have had a 5, 6, 4, 3 risk reward trade. But this is how you can follow it down. You don't need to get in on the high. There's no such thing as, oh, I missed the move. If you don't know how to follow it down, you missed the move. If you know how to follow it down, you didn't miss anything. I just showed you how this was a better risk reward than getting us here. So good trade setup. Overall, good trade setup. I think the justification behind it was well planned. I don't enter using fair value gaps per se. But the idea is there. It's all the same, right? It's just I don't look at it from that perspective. But it was very good. It was very, very good. And I don't know, did he hit the target on this? Yeah, it looks like it wants it. What was the result? Let me see. Result, first TP. Let's see what happened. Okay, wow. We got scammy here. Did we hit that eventually? Oh, this was the shitty 82.7. Yeah, okay. I took this trade. Too, and I never hit my target. I'm with you. I did the same thing. I don't think it hit that low. Yeah, it never hit that low. Never hit that low. Okay. Okay, let's talk about where we would have exited or where you should have exited. This is something that I myself am working on as well because I need to get out of my mind. I'm a little bit stubborn. I need to get it out of my head that like, oh, it didn't hit the target yet. Let's be objective, okay? Because I was in this, like I said, I took this too. When you get this close to your target, number one, just take profit. Like sometimes the market is gay. We know that. Okay. Sometimes the market's not great. And things like this happen. But let's break it down. And this I did not see. I did not see this in real time. Okay. Which is why I also round tripped it. But look, we learned together. You know, that's the whole point here. We learned together. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best trader. But we learned together. So here's what we should have done. Okay, here's what we should have done if I was watching it, but I was like, oh, my TP didn't get hit yet. My TP didn't get hit yet. What's your structure? Listen, I'm going to write this down on your freaking foreheads if you need to. When in doubt, structure out always. What do you have on the low? You have low, you have high, you have low, you have flip. That already, coming this close to your target and you're getting a flip, you should just say, okay, I'm going to get out. Or I'm going to take profit, right? I'm going to de-risk it at the very least. Fine, okay? Now, just in case that wasn't enough evidence for you and you're like, yeah, well, we're still ranging, and we are absolutely ranging, right? This is a little range in itself that was being formed here on the low. Just in case that wasn't enough, what do you have? After you get your flip, here's your range-based supply, okay? We know that they could wick it out, and we know that it made sense. I still, by the way, stay true to this made more sense to touch 82.7. It made way more sense to go to 82.7. This move to the upside made no fucking sense. I'm just being real. As soon as you get this range-based supply, what are we looking for? Anytime you get a structure flip coming out of it, like watch the structure, okay? You have low, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have low, you have high. When you flip that back to bullish and you flip this, man, this should have been de-risked. And if that wasn't enough for you, for whatever reason, so remember, when you get a flip, what does it do? The flip confirms the block. So as soon as you get this flip here, as soon as you get that flip right now is telling me that this block is very likely to hold. Not always, it's never 100%, but it is very likely to hold. Just in case that wasn't enough for you, what's created here? You have another range-based demand, okay? What comes out of this block? What do you have here? You have high, you have low, you have lower high, you have lower low. And then you have break. This break right here is now telling you what? It's telling you that this low should hold, right? That low should hold. This low. Not this low, this low. And then obviously from there, up and away you go. So overall, I think a really good setup. I think a really, really good setup. Very well done. Very good first example. Thank you for sharing that with us, Django. I don't know if you're in here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reacting to the ones that I covered so that the people know. Very good trade. Very, very good trade setup. Very good idea. I was in the trade. I wasn't watching it. And I also round tripped after TPing. So objectively, though, if you're just targeting down to here and you start seeing signs of them holding the way that you did right now, then yeah, you should de-risk it. You should take a decent amount out. And you know, that's exactly what happened. So very well done. Oh, beautiful. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. Very well executed, though. Very well executed. Good eye. Good SFP. Good overall, you know, analyzing of the market. Very well done. Very well done. Big round of applause. Everybody in here, can we get a clapping emoji? Big round of applause for Django. Very good trade and very good learning opportunity for yourself, for myself, and for everyone else in here. So big round of applause for Django while we do, let's do the second one. I want to see some clapping emojis. I want to see us supporting each other. We need to all support each other. We need to all grow and get better together. So thank you, Django, for giving us that opportunity to learn. Thank you for blessing us with the opportunity to learn. Okay, let's peep Bitcoin right now real quick. So I did mention that, look at that, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hit the long. I didn't long it, but hit the long. Took the scalp short. Now we're back up because it makes sense to take those highs. Just like at those lows, it did make a lot of sense to take those lows. However, sometimes the market doesn't always give you what makes sense. Okay, it doesn't always give you what makes sense. We'll see if we get what makes sense in this instance right here. Guys, we have 111 people in this chat. I appreciate every single one of you. We only have 60 likes, though. If we can get the likes up, I would really appreciate it, only if you like the content. Geo, do I think that the BTC will reject from the 2-day block? Here's what I think right now. Overall, this is what I think. I think Bitcoin is going to... I'm so happy we just touched 95K. Now, immediately right now in real time, my mind is going in swing short mode. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to come up. We're going to hang around. We're going to range here. Maybe we come up to 98, 99. And then I think that we're in swing short territory. I think that we're going to have a short down to perhaps this shitty looking range. But because of the liquidity that was swept, I think that we might see low 80s again. And listen, what I'm saying right now, don't marry it because things change all the time. But we are in a swing short zone now. Officially, we are in swing short territory. Okay, so if you were long this week, like look at this weekly candle. First of all, we opened the week and we literally went straight up. Okay, we literally went straight up. This is not a bullet. Okay, it's a bullish candle, but leaving zero wick, right? Leaving zero wick to the downside like this is not necessarily bullish. They usually come back for those wicks or for those lack of wicks, right? They usually come back for the lack of the wick. Let me find you an example. Usually, not always, but usually. It's better on the daily. We have good examples on the daily, but I'll find one here. So like, okay, look at this for example. Okay, let's use this one. So look at this one, right? You opened here. You opened and you went straight down, and then we came for it the next week. That's not typically like, I don't want to say bullish. It's obviously a bullish candle, but it's not bullish that we have no wick on the downside. We opened and we went literally straight up. And if you're up 12% on Bitcoin and whatever you're up on the altcoins respectively, and that's not enough for you, then you're not gonna, like, man, take profit. And you're in swing short zone. Whether it keeps pumping to 2 million K from here, take profit. You know, like, don't be stupid. The market doesn't move like this. And what I think overall is it's gonna come up. Everyone's gonna think we're breaking out. We're back in the macro range, blah, 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 and then down. That's what I think. But we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Yeah, let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. New York first 30 minute. Okay, this is the exact same long that we just went over. So shouts out to Dows. Same long, same idea. So good. I'm gonna react to it, but it's the same thing. Beautiful. All right. Diral. Date and time. BTC is the ticker. 0416. What is replay trading? What does that mean? Is that the same thing? Anyway. Anyways, let's talk about should we look at Bitcoin real quick? See what's up? 'Cause even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone. Yeah, we just took the high across the board. We took the high across the board now. Yeah, we took the high across the board. That's good. Now listen, my brain now is in swing short territory. Okay? My brain is swing short territory. That does not mean short it right now. Okay? That does not mean short it right now. But we are in swing short territory now. Let's see if we can get into a position. There's nothing to do right now. Sadly, there's no position right now. If they give us nice structure, I'll take it. Nothing to do right now. Because they could just keep divving. I don't trust this. I don't trust it. It's probably a short. It's probably one, but I just don't trust it. And I also am not great on Fridays. I'm not great on Fridays, to be honest with you. So I'm going to wait. I'm hoping for more of a PO3 type thing. I'm hoping we hang around here. We do this, and then we go boom, and then boom. But we'll see. We shall see. Nothing to do right now for me. Okay, so next one. We said 0416. 0416. There. Long, short. Short. What? Oh, you longed and then you shorted? Oh, I see. Okay, this is also the same. This is also the same that we just did. So a lot of people are posting the same setup, which is great, which we just went over. So I'm not going to do this one again, but I'm going to react to it because we went over that. All right. Short entry 84.70. Identified 2 15-minute order blocks. Refine the 2. BTC almost hit your stop loss. Missed by $6. Damn. Okay. What day is this? This is 04/16/11 a.m. 04/16/11 a.m. 04/16/11 a.m. Right over here. Is this the same as everyone else's short? 15-minute breaker right here. Or 15-minute order block. Yeah, here's the block. Okay, so we took this too. I did take this one as well. I hate bro, David, I hate trading Fridays. I suck on Fridays, man. I suck at trading Fridays. My Discord link was expired. It should be good right now. The link in the description now. The link in the description now. Okay, so how would we have entered this trade? We talked about this one, okay? We talked about this one. This is a good eye. It's a good eye that you saw. And how could you have entered this? Or what could you have done? I did short this. I did short it. And I made a mistake in this range at some point. I don't remember where. I think it might have been this one. It might have been there where I made the mistake and I didn't TP there. No, it was here. It was here. This was the exact same trade. Okay, let's go over this one because I made a mistake here. Okay, I made a mistake here, but let's go over this. This is a great one. This is a great one. So here was the idea behind. The narrative is the same. You're still in the range. You have all these ugly ass lows. And listen, I don't care that we pumped. I still think that we should have come and touched 82.7. Okay, I still think that we should have done that. Now, obviously, it's not up to me. But I do believe that we should have taken those lows. Okay, we should have taken those lows. So, hold on. I just want to check ETH right now because I am ETH on long. I am long on ETH. I don't really like it. Yeah, so that didn't work out well. You know what, man? I suck at trading Fridays. We're going to TP. Let me just TP real quick. I'm going to take it out. Whatever, dude. Fuck Fridays, man. Fridays are gay for trading. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good example, though. Okay. So we already knew the narrative from the previous example. Okay. No, I didn't enter a short. I took profit on my ETH long. So we have the lows. Okay, we're in the range. We have the lows, right? Here, so this is where, okay, in the Nexus, this is a really good example because in the Nexus, this is one that you cannot get mad at. You can't even get mad at when you trade, when like, okay, sometimes there are trades that come where it's like everything is pointing down or up and you can't even get mad if you lose those. Okay, so let's go over it. You have your range, you have your tap 1, you have your tap 2 of your range. You broke structure here, you broke structure here, you broke structure here, and you have all the liquidity here, okay? So all these breaks and this aggressive move is already telling you that it's more likely that you're gonna have a model 1 distribution, or sorry, model 2 distribution, which is where your third tap is a lower high. So this, and this all makes sense, okay? It all makes sense. And what happened here, why does price move? Price moves for one of 3 reasons. It moves to generate liquidity, attack liquidity, and to rebalance an imbalance. What did this do? This rebalanced your imbalance in the extreme premium section of the range. Okay, this was your range. That was your range at the time. Your range was like this, and you're in the premium section of the range. Remember, listen, guys, if you draw out your range and you just don't short in discount and don't long in premium, you'll be fine. That's honestly it. So you swept the extreme premium imbalance of the range and you flipped structure coming out of here. Okay. So this was a good entry and this is where everything is in line for you to come and take out those lows. So this is a good idea. It just happens to not work out. It's similar to the other ones that we already covered, but it just happened to not work out, unfortunately. And there's no other explanation besides Bitcoin decided to be gay. There's nothing else to say about it. As soon as you broke this, that's telling you that this high should have held Okay, that high should have held. Here's your range-based supply that you're looking to short. You have inducement on it here. So that is telling me that you're very likely going to come back up for it. You come and you hit that zone. You flip structure. You have up, you have down, you have up, you have break. Right there, that's telling you that this block should hold now. Came up, you even had a reconfirmation. And then they just decided basically to send it. There was no reason. There was, in my opinion anyway, there was no reason for them to have not gone for that liquidity. Now, the thing that would make you kind of raise your eyebrow a little bit was this break and like this aggressive move. Like that break here and that aggressive move to the upside has your mentality thinking, okay, maybe like you can't just ignore the liquidity below. Okay, you can't ignore it, but you shouldn't get a huge buy like that. Like you shouldn't have a huge sell to buy here. So at that point, as soon as you're starting to see structure flips, like look what happens. You start slowly grinding down. You're getting all this liquidity above that could easily be squeezed. And then you're starting to flip structure. Like, you know, you're flipping. After getting this huge sell to buy, that's already should be telling you like, okay, they're going to be gay. And that's the thing. Like sometimes they just be gay. You know what I mean? Like they don't, yeah, this is a good example. And this is a picture perfect one. If you lose this, this is when you can't even be mad about losing. Sometimes I speak for myself, but I'm sure I speak for many. Sometimes we take trades that we know we shouldn't be taking. Like right now, there is no short for me to be had with the way that I trade. Not yet. There's no short, but you take it anyways. And then if you take those losses, you get burned. That's your fault, right? But this one was one that there was no, like, you can't even get mad. You can't even get mad about that one. So good example. I also was in that one. I did take a loss on that one, but that was a good example. Okay, good example. This one I'm not going to entertain because, sorry, but it's not I don't want setups. I want finished trades. I want finished trades. Okay, this one is going to be probably a good one. This one's going to be a good one. Next one is going to be a good one. Yeah, man, this is looking really ugly, dude. I don't think it's worth trading alts right now, to be honest with you, because dominance is on its rise. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't think it's worth it. I think you just watch Bitcoin, to be honest with you. And I'm not even convinced that's an SFP yet. It very well may be, but I'm not convinced yet. It probably is. It probably is a short. It probably is a short, but I'll get a better risk reward maybe here on stream than like shorting right now and putting my stop loss here, right? To target at the most you can even target is here right now. That makes sense. For risk reward, we just went over how you can, like, I'll just follow it down. I'll get a better risk reward. I'll get a bet. Don't think I won't get a better risk reward. I will, than a full risk reward. So I don't really care to jump into bed with it right now. It probably is a short though. And you'll have a flip zone in the event that you start losing this low. If you get this, I'll tell you this right now. If you get this, even if you touch this low, no. If you start closing below this low, any pullback here, that's a short. That's a short. So like this, for example. It's obviously not going to be exactly like this. But like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why would I go in a full risk reward trade at best? At best. When I can have more confirmation and double the risk reward later. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? For what? Why am I... What if this shit just keeps divvying forever? What if it just does this? What if it just goes whoop, whoop, whoop? Right? So, it probably is a short, but not with the way that I trade. I don't trust the divergences. I can't trust the divs. Sorry to say, I don't trust the divs. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is probably going to be good. How many confirmations am I looking for? I only need one confirmation. Do I enter on the break or do I wait for a pullback? Depends on what's happening. Lately, I've really liked the 1 minute time frame lately. So I'm like aware of what's going on. You know, go watch earlier in this stream the way that I was you know, talking about the order blocks and this break and this flip and this confirms this and now the stop loss can go here. Go watch the first example. That's like, you know, you could do it. I talk about where you can mark it in, where you can enter in, and whatever else, you know. Okay. All right, let's go over this guy. What is the details on this? I only need one confirmation. Okay. April 16th. I say what's on my mind. Man, y'all are tweaking. We on fuck the bears mode? I think the bulls are gonna find out soon, man. I think the bulls are about to find out, to be honest with you. The bullies are about to find out. But baby, don't get it twisted. Ooh, it's a banger. Pussy on the hit list. You ain't any different than my last bitch. You were just another pussy on the hit list, and you ain't any different than my last bitch. Man, y'all are tweaking. Yes, I'm single. Y'all are tweaking though. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the next one. Let's do the next one. Eat me. Ooh. Eat me. Oh yeah. No, no, no. All right. Back to business, boys. Do I check new projects? Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. All right, April 16th. No, I don't check new projects. I don't trade meme coins. I don't trade like dumb shit. I don't care about crypto. I don't care about new things. I don't care about the technology. I am a trader. I frankly could not care less if crypto went to 0 or if it went to 10 million. I literally don't care. Don't care about projects. Don't care about what they do. Couldn't care less, man. Do I use CVD? Sometimes, but man, like the thing with CVD is like, CVD is leading until it's not. So, man, like, listen, I've moved away from many, like, okay. I don't use, if you can see, like, I don't keep Cypher up anymore. I don't keep like CVD, and I'm like, not, man, what did I just say? I just said, I'm like, I don't trust the divs. What did I just say? Because I've learned my lesson, dude. I'm like, my trading is fucking bare bones. I'm building my narrative with structure, with liquidity, with order blocks. I've always been a smart money trader, but I don't need vector candles anymore. Respectfully, I don't need market cipher anymore. Like every time I think, oh, there's divs, it fucks me up more than it does good. Because I'm trying to work on a way to make order block. Like I'm trying to become smart Hulk with market cipher and conjoin smart money trading, which is what I do, and market cipher. And I'm struggling to find the relation between the two. Because half the time, this shit doesn't work. Bro, money flow is not king. Money flow is not king. Market structure is king. Look, let me show you. Money flow is not king. Money flow is increasing, and you have the best short up here. Money flow is not king, man. My best shorts are against the thickest money flow. Structure is everything, man. Structure is everything. And I'm trying to combine them, but I can't fucking figure it out. I can't figure it out. I'm trying. Jay's looking for CVD. Man, the problem with CVD is it's leading until it's not. Look, let me show you this. Watch. Let me show you this. Look. 'Cause even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I will die for you. Okay, look. Watch. Look how fucking reliable, non-reliable CVD is. This is your high, right? This is your high. That will make it yellow. The yellow line is your high. What's your CVD here? What's your CVD? Look. This is bearish CVD, right? Because there are more longs coming in than shorts. Yet price is lower. How do you confirm CVD? You have to break structure. So ultimately structure is king anyway. You broke structure. You broke structure. You broke structure. And now we're back up here. And this invalidated your CVD. This is what I'm saying. It's not reliable. All these indicators are not reliable. They're not reliable. So what's a better indication, right? Let me tell you, what's a better indication? The fact that Bitcoin now, or CVD is bullish. The fact that CVD is bullish, or the fact that we never hit that high, right? Like the smart money, the fact that there's liquidity here, the fact that we never hit that high. What's more reliable? I wasn't shorting before that. Or if I was scalping it. But what did I say? Even here, I was like, man, I hope, like, it doesn't make sense for them to stop here. No, I know. I learned it from Jay, but it's just not reliable. It's not reliable. It's not reliable. And that's why I've deviated from doing it. No indicators this entire cycle have worked. Unless you're a blind perma bull, nothing, it didn't work. So that's my take on it. Divs on MC only work in the direction of structure. Yeah, you get reversal divs. Yeah, man, you got to take bullish divs in an uptrend. I know, bro. I know. I also have EXO. I also have order flow. But you don't need it. You don't need it. It fucks me up more than it does good. This shit does me way more harm than good. It's not even close. It's not even close either. It does me way more harm than good. Way more. Every time I'm like, okay, we have trap traders on the high. All the volumes at the high. We have longs stuck at the high. Da-da-da, whatever. Every time that happens, they fucking rip it infinitely up. It doesn't work. Not for me. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Solana. Soul structure right now. Yeah, we'll do soul and then we'll do one more paid or played. All right. So, I don't know like in which respect you're looking at it, but we'll cover it all. Let's start from the daily. What's your structure? This should be pretty easy, right? You have low, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have low, you have break. That's your daily structure right here. Bullish. That's good. That's very good for Solana. Okay, very good for Solana. Now you're going to look for order blocks in this leg to this leg in where you can get a long from if we pull back, which we probably will. We very likely will. So let's find some areas that look good. I can tell you right now, this area looks good. That looks good to me. You're in a demand chain. You have your last sell to buy. You have inducement on this sell to buy. That looks pretty good, right? Let's pull some volume. This is your long right now. This is a swing long. Right here is a swing long. You're gonna TP that. And to be honest with you, you could hold this bitch up. I'd say you could hold it up to here. There you go. 10 risk reward swing long for you right there. $10-minute flip, 5-minute flip coming out of here. No, 10 or 15-minute flip. That's a swing long. Anyways, that's your structure. And if you don't get it there, then you might get a bigger pullback. It might be here. But all of these are swing longs. They're all swing longs. I like this one though. I'm gonna actually increase this to cover the point of control. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna draw it in. You call me Stephanie, I call her Heffany. UPOC. UPOC. There you go. Easy. But that's your structure on Solana. And then internally, not internally, but you know, I guess less internal, but you have high, you have low, you have high, you have low, you have high SFP. So that high SFP right now, in the event that this does end up producing an SFP, you're probably going to be heading down to that low, which will take you down to this box, right? Then maybe you range here, and then you flip up, and then there you go. You're off and away. Easy dangs. Easy dangs. Wow. Shocker. Look, in real time. In real time. How many of you are hitting your head right now? Shocker that the fucking divs didn't work, right? Money flow coming out. Spike wave divergences. Shocker that we're back up here. I told you, I don't fucking trust it anymore. I don't trust it. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. That's why my way of trading is way better. In fact, it could not work less. It couldn't work less, even if it tried. And man, something I've learned with these indicators, dude, is like okay, it's crazy because I shit on retail, and indicators are so retail. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You just saw it in real time. How many of you, be honest, and have no shame about it because I was there. How many of you just shorted and just took a loss? Be honest. And there's no shame in it. How many of you shorted and just took a loss based on the divergences that, wait for it, don't fucking work? It doesn't work. There's a reason why I don't have this shit on my chart. It doesn't fucking work. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't fucking work. Okay. What's my win rate? When I'm behaving and I'm being good, I'll say probably 70%, 75. But here's what I'll say though, is often I will get stopped out, okay? But sometimes it takes you, okay, look, let me give you an example, okay? Let me give you an example. Right? You have a big order block here, okay? And you get this flip, right? You get this flip. And you have another order block right over here. You take this trade, and you know that this flip is telling you that this order block should hold. So your stop loss should technically go there, right? That being said, this should be yellow. That being said, or white, whatever. That being said, when I see a level above or below a stop loss, technically your stop loss should go here, right? You shouldn't be belligerent just because, oh, you know, Geo said that the structure flip means that this block needs to hold. No, you need to look around. But what I'll do in this case is I'm not going to put my stop loss here because look at how big of a move that is. So when I see something like this, I'll put my stop loss here, even though it breaks the rules of putting my stop loss. I'll put the stop here, and then I'll get stopped out, right? Let's say it stops. Like, man, at some point, you got to just pull the trigger, and if you get the confirmation, you take the trade, and you get stopped out. That's why you need to have good risk management, right? But if you get something like this, I'll get stopped out, and then I'll hit the level, and then we'll come up, and then I'll get back in. Like, I'll get back in. You know, I'll follow it. So what would net a 50 like a 50 win rate? A 50 win rate. Right? Like I got stopped out once, but then I got in. So I lose 1%. It's a 50-50. Like it's the same idea. It's just the execution of it. And then I get a 10 risk reward win. So I lose 1%, but then I made 10%. You know? So you gotta, you know, win rate is not a question. Win rate is not like everyone. Man, I don't know. I think of things way differently than everybody else does. Win rate is not a question. It's, are you in profit or not? Win rate does not fucking matter. Win rate, look, why does win rate dictate if you're good or not? What if I do this? like, what if I do that? Is that a good, and I'm 100% win rate. Yeah, I sure fucking hope so. If your stop loss is this big. Win rate does not matter. Entry does not matter. Oh, what's your entry? It doesn't matter what's your risk reward. That's the only thing that matters. What is your risk reward? At the end of the day, are you profitable? If your win rate is 5% and you're profitable, you're better than somebody that's win rate is 90% and they're not profitable. Win rate doesn't matter. Entry doesn't matter. Risk to reward matters, which is what we're doing here with this paid or played. And also, time frames don't fucking matter, dude. Everybody's backwards. I don't know, man. Either I'm retarded or everybody else is. Time frame, like, it doesn't matter what time frame I go on right now. If I'm on the 2, if I'm on the 10, the price is the same. And hello, it's 10:50 a.m. no matter what time frame you go on. So when people say, yeah, I enter on the 15-minute time frame, man, there's no such thing as time frames. Time is time. The price is the price. Like, what are we talking about? Everybody's so, maybe it's me. Look, maybe it's me, but I just think I see things so differently than everybody. And that's good because everybody loses. Like, man, there's no such thing as time frames. There's the price at the time, and you're looking at it from a different perspective so that you can fit shit on your screen. Sure. But you could enter on the 1 minute if you know what you're doing. There's no like... Anyway. Yeah, I entered on the 15, or I trade the 4-hour time frame. What does that even mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway. Why do order blocks or key levels frequently fail to hold or play out as expected? I don't know what you mean by that. If you know how to interpret them properly, then you know, you're good. Should be good. And I lose like everyone. I definitely do lose. I'm not. I took a loss on Ethereum this morning. Yeah, man. I use structure and order blocks and liquidity. Okay. Let's do the last paid or played. Let's do the last paid or played. Let's do the last paid or played. Where are we here? Okay. So this one was a loss. So it was April 16th. April 16th. On what? On Biddy? Yeah, Biddy. April 16th. Let's go. April 16th. Cause even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I will die for you. April 16th. It was a long position on the 1 minute time frame. 10 minute. All right, let's find out where we were. Let's find out where we were. This is a good one. This is a really good one. 5:37 UTC. What is that in Toronto time? Does anyone know when that is? 5:37 UTC. 5:37 UTC to EST. Is it in the morning? EST, like 1 a.m. or PM? When was this? PM. 7:20 a.m. 7:20 a.m. for him. 7:20 a.m. UTC is 3 a.m. for me. 3 a.m. for me right here. Okay. That's the 10-minute time frame. man. It's too zoomed in. I don't know where this is, but this is a great example. I just need to find where it is. Okay, 3:30 p.m. UTC time. 3:30 p.m. UTC. 3:30 p.m. UTC. 3:30 p.m. UTC. 3:30 p.m. UTC is 11 a.m. for me. 11 a.m. Okay, here. And that's on the 1. All right. Let's come on the 1. Shake, 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 senora. Shake it left and right. Work, 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 senora. Right into my ride. Dude, why does my shit look so different? 11 a.m. right here. Okay, this has to be it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay, we found it. Good. Good, 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 good. Keep that there. This V? Where did this V happen at? So that's this. And then down. Okay, it's right here. I think this is where he entered. Dude, why can't I find where the hell we're at? Why is this so hard? Like, what are we doing? Okay, 10-minute time frame. 7:20 a.m. for you. 10-minute time frame. 10-minute time frame. What are we doing here? Okay, let's do this. Let's find the 3-hour block that we have drawn out. What? Dude. Am I tweaking here? This is a good example, but I can't find it. Okay, 7:20 a.m. UTC time. That's 1 a.m. That's 1 a.m. That's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. on the 16th. The 16th. 1 a.m. Okay, I'm in the wrong section. Okay, okay, there we go. There she goes, boys. 1 a.m. Okay. We found it. Jeez Louise, we found it. Thank the Lord that we found it. Okay. All right, cool. Why did this trade not work? 10-minute flip. Okay, when in doubt, structure out. Okay, he was trying to long here. The long was here. Where was the long? On the 1 minute. Okay, we found it. Jeez, man. Let's come down on the 1. Where was the entry? Down, up, down, flipped on the 1. I don't see where the entry was. Come over here. Boom. He entered, I guess, down here. Down, up, down, up. Like, bro, I don't know where we're at, dude. I don't know where we're at. We're on the 1 minute time frame. It had to have been this. Had to have been this, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're here. We're here. I found it. I found it. I found it. Holy smokes. Okay. I found it. All right. So we had a what appears to be a 3-hour block. Okay, we had a 3-hour block. Let's okay, now we found it. Now I know where we're at. Now we can go Godspeed. Okay. 3-hour block. I would not call this a 3-hour block personally. But the idea was that this is a 3-hour block. I would not count that as one. Fine, whatever. Who cares? We're in the discount section of the range. You don't need to hit an order block to have that, okay? But what we do need to know is what's happening locally. So you're just forming a range. We are just simply forming a range, okay? We do have a 10-minute block over here, which we can see. And you can validate that 10-minute block based on structure. Listen, when in doubt, structure out. Always. We always say that. Okay, so what do you have? You have low, you have high, you have low, you have high, you have break. Okay, so what does that tell you? That tells you that whatever order block that we have to the left, which let's just say it's this. I don't know what it is, but let's just say it's that, should theoretically hold. You also need to be prepared for the idea that this could be a range, which it is ranging, right? You enter your trade and it fucks around for however long. You got to be careful of that, okay? So this flip theoretically is telling you now that this range-based demand should theoretically hold. Okay. And you're looking for reconfirmations of any kind to potentially enter if that looks good and, you know, whatever. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this box just yellow so I can, you know, not have it in my face. And we're looking for longs in this general area. Excuse me. And you're looking to you know, how are you gonna get into this trade? Okay, remember, this flip is telling you that this block, right? I wouldn't have even counted that as a block, but it's telling you that this block should hold. So right now your stop loss goes there. Okay, theoretically, any trade you take right now, you're thinking that the stop loss is going to go there. Okay, now after you get your first confirmation, which is this is confirming this as your stop loss, wherever the higher time frame POI is. Okay, when you get the reconfirmation, what does that do? That moves your stop loss up to the low. Okay, if you have nothing else to the left, so your stop loss can now go here. That's important to note. That is very important to note. Very important to note. Okay, so why did this trade go sour? My boy entered on a 1-minute flip. So let's come down to the 1 minute. And he entered right over here. Here's why the trade went sour. It's very well identified, very well analyzed, very well executed. However, poorly, I guess not very well executed. Well executed. However, there was one mistake made. Okay. This confirms this. Then what? You come back into your range-based demand, which is right here, and you're looking for flips, okay? You get this market structure flip right here. What does this market structure flip do? What does it do? It confirms this low. So the stop loss now can go up to here. So was the trade valid? Was it valid for you to put the stop loss here? No, it was not. Your reconfirmation confirms the low. Your confirmation confirms the order block. Poorly executed, not poorly executed, well executed, made one mistake. This should have been here. And you would have had it. Okay? Now, why did they come back down? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find why they came. They came for something. Let's find out why. Okay? You need to always be watching this. What do we have going on right now? And this is me doing it in real time with you because I don't know. I've never looked at this example. Let's try to find what we have. Let's look for something. Okay. What's your structure coming into this level? What do we have? You have high, you have low, you have lower high, you have lower low. Your expectation, until further notice, your expectation is lower high, lower low. And you're fighting that. You're fighting that. You're trading the range. You're looking for accumulations. You're fighting that. Okay? But you have a 10-minute block right over here. Until this 10-minute block is proven like it's failing, until supply is failing, you have no business. You know, we're extrapolating it, but it's not a home run yet. Okay? Looking at that leg to the downside from this order block, what do you have? You have high, you have low, you have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So until that flips, you're getting ahead of yourself, right? Until that flips, there's getting ahead. This is why you can't trust divergences. I guarantee you there were divergences here. I promise you there were. Watch. I bet you on my life there were. You can't trust it. You can never trust it. You can't trust it. Look at the divs. Money flow, spike waves, all the divs. Look at this huge ass div. Look. Ooh, money with boom, taken out again. Can't fucking trust it. You can't trust it. And then ultimately, ironically, there were divs to the downside. You can't trust it. Okay. So what are we getting now? Not only are you in a supply chain that we're trying to identify, we're trying to break it. Okay, you're looking into a supply chain, fine. Not only that, but you are actually also fighting a flip zone. You're fighting this flip zone because this reacted. Demand tried to make a high and break it. Demand failed. You lost the demand. Now you have a flip zone, and now the supply that is created as a result of that flip zone is shortable. You could have theoretically even shorted this. Now, I wouldn't short way down here, but you could have. Okay? But nonetheless, when you got that flip, right, there's two things you need to watch, you need to know. Number one is that, remember, your stop loss goes below the low, not below this flip. Because the reconfirmation confirms the low, and the confirmation confirms the order block. Okay? But also, when you are longing, and I say this all the time, people are so blind. People think that they're geniuses. You need to look for every single reason why price can go against you. Every reason why price can go against you, you need to look for it. Don't think, oh, it could work because we have divergences. We have this. We have liquid. It could work. Who cares about why it could work? Making money is so easy. Making money is so fucking easy. Keeping the money is hard. Okay? Look for every reason. Every reason why it could go against you. Play devil's advocate on your own trade. Like, prove yourself wrong on your own trade. Don't prove yourself right. Fight yourself. Okay? So, what happened? You had your flip, right? You know that you're fighting a flip zone and you're into supply. But not only are you into supply, you're flipping bearish coming out of supply. Look at this. Watch. What was the time frame that you entered on? You entered on the 1 minute, right? Look what happens. You have low, you have high, you have low, you have high. Okay. This 1 minute flip flipped bearish here. Understanding that you're in demand, but you're also ranging, and that you could come for the low again, and that technically speaking, the trade goes sour here, not, here. If you get that, if you see that, you should at least de-risk it. Minimum go either stop loss at break even and get ready to get in again, or stop loss here, or take profit and stop. You could de-risk however you want. As soon as you see that break, yo, you're in a flip zone supply chain, right? And then ultimately you broke that level. But technically, the stop loss, just remember this, you'll do better off. Believe me, you'll get less risk rewards, but you'll do better off. The confirmation confirms the order block. The reconfirmation confirms the low or the high. Simple. Okay? At this point, I would be feeling real sexy if I was in a long, because now you broke this structure. You're taking some highs out. You broke structure and you're breaking this flip zone, which is showing us that demand is starting to take control. Now, at this point, if you were short, you get the hell out of the short and you look for any long you see. Doesn't even matter, wherever it is. And remember, this was your range-based demand, which ended up holding. That ended up holding. And then you have this break and you have this break. So off the jump, I'm already looking for longs in this entire area. As soon as I see structure flip, I'm going in. You could argue that. That's arguable. Let's say you want to start scaling in. Okay, you start scaling in. And by the way, stop loss goes where? You guys tell me. Stop loss goes where? You tell me. Where does the stop loss go here? Look, 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 look. By the way, I did not plan this. I never checked this. Look what would have happened if you had your stop loss below the low. Look at what would have happened. Look what would have happened. Now, after you get a scam move like that, remember when I said I was going to start scaling in? Do we get stopped out here? Maybe. Maybe we don't. Did I use divergences? Did I use any indicators? Did I use CVD? Did I use any of that? As soon as you see this, by the way, the moment you see this, how do I stop this shit? I don't even know how to stop it. The moment you see this, look, look, look. The moment you see this, de-risk your fucking trade. De-risk. Either take profit or close it or stop loss to break even. So this is not a loss. I was dancing. But that's it. That's all you got to do. And the more you do this, the more you practice it, the better you'll get. And the way that I trade doesn't always, I don't always win. There's no way. It's impossible to always win. But what I will tell you is that I always make sense of the move. I've made very objective ways to trade. Objective. You know what objective means? It means not like, oh, we have a divergence here, I think it'll go down. No. Objective. And if you want to trade like me and learn how I trade, the link for the Nexus is in the description down below. And to be honest with you guys, this is not the direction that I thought I was going to take paid or played in. This is like super, like premium shit. This is Nexus stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to go in depth that much. Am I imitating Jay? No, not at all. Not at all. Dude, listen, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about Jay. Jay, I have not one bad word to say about that dude. That dude put me on. He's done a lot for me in my trading YouTube career. So never. I'm not. Who I frequently am mocking are like other creators. You got to understand, when I'm on YouTube, I look to YouTube. I watch YouTube for inspiration. You know, I'm trying to copy thumbnails and I'm like, oh, that, you know, how do I captivate my audience? That did well and that captivate, you know what I mean? Like I'm looking around for inspiration and trying to grow myself, you know? So a lot, but I'm seeing the content. People are like, we've had divergences on, we got divs on them weekly on the RSI and whatever. RSI is my most hated indicator. But like, yo, the RSI divergences were diverging for 3 months. You know what I mean? But no, it's not. I'm not imitating Jay. I have nothing bad to say about Jay ever. Yeah, we're in a potential swing short zone now. I'm looking for swing shorts. Any scalp I take, I'm holding that shit. We're looking for swing shorts right now. I'm looking for swing shorts. I'm looking for swing shorts. Big time. Big time I'm looking for swing shorts. This here is, you have an inducement block. You got an inducement block. I'm watching for a flip zone here. If something like this happens, if we do this, and then we do that, I will short this. I will short it. But it has to happen exactly like that. Did I complete the course? Enough of the course is out where you don't... The course is not done yet, but enough of the bulk of it is out. Enough of the course is out for you to not need more than what I have right now. What I've given right now. And we're getting very... Bear market shorts to 30. Yo, they very well could be. They very well could be. I'm more in the belief that the high is in. I could be wrong, and I'm welcome to being wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It's better for my alt portfolio. But let's be objective. You know, you flipped weekly structure bearishly. This could just be your lower high, lower low. Right? It definitely could be. So no, and everybody right now is so bullish again. Dude, it's crazy. Crazy. Okay. PST is Vancouver time, bro. I don't know that. I'm in my own little Toronto bubble. What's my favorite time frame? Daily scalping. Lately, I really like the one. I really like the one. I really like the one. I'm enjoying the one lately. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, we took a turn in the Nexus the other day. We did a backtesting stream. We call it playing the game, where I teach how do you actually enter, how do you do this, how do you do that. And you know, a lot of it is what we just went over in this video, but we're gonna, man, the Nexus is the best. We're the best we've ever been, dude. Nexus is at an all-time high right now. And I'm so proud of those guys. I'm so proud of those guys, dude. So proud of them. Cause even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I will die for you. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, you know, crypto banter and shit. What's my opinion on 15 billion worth of liquidations at 83? I think that they're gonna go for it. I think that they should have went for it. I think this entire move up was, I think it was a good move up, but I think that this should have never happened. Leaving that behind should have never happened. That should have never happened, in my opinion. In my opinion. Don't need that anymore. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for hanging out for the first Paid or Played. Until next time, my friends, if you want your trades to be checked, leave them in the Paid or Played section. And please, guys, don't give me existing trades. Okay? Give me current, or sorry, yeah, don't give me existing trades. Give me final plays. Have a good weekend, everybody. Be safe, be good. Don't do anything I would not do. And I am looking for shorts here. That does not mean short it. It means I am looking. For sure. Shouts out to the Nexus. Actually, hold on. If you're still here, thanks for being here. Because you're going to get... Yeah, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. The difference between the Nexus and the course? Well, there's no... The course is only available through the Nexus. Okay? The course is only available through the Nexus. There's no course that's just out. The boot camps are discontinued, so don't even worry about it. You can't even buy them anymore. The Nexus is way better. It's $100 a month. You get access to the entire network. You get access to the course. You get access to myself. You get access to my premium streams. We do 7 or 8 premium streams a week. And and most importantly, you get to see how I apply it. And in real time, I'm updating you guys. I let everybody know what I'm doing every step of the way in real time. Okay, so you don't just learn the course material. You get to see me do it in real time. Okay, you get to see all of it in real time, which is important because the market moves in real time, right? So that being said, that's what you get. It's way better. And I could not be happier with the Nexus in its current state. Man, here, actually, you know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to do the giveaway. Easy peasy. Here's what we finna do, baby. We're going to come to this tweet. We're going to write enterthenexus.com. We're going to post that. I'm going to send you guys the link. Go repost it. And your prize is 1 month free of the Nexus. Go repost it. I'm going to go use the bathroom. And the winner gets 1 month free. $100 basically. Yeah, man. Josh is like, Geo does real-time updates like 18 hours a day. Dude, yeah. Or 18 times a day. Or 18 hours a day. Yeah, even better. Go repost it. Retweet that video. And I'll be back. I'm going to go use the bathroom. And then it's giveaway time. Yeah, man. All the influencers like Crypto Banter and the Moon and whatever. Fuck that shit. We do giveaways on what's it called too, bro? We do giveaways on YouTube as well. This one's gonna be on Twitter though. This one finna be on Twitter. And by the way, guys, listen, like I'm back. If you guys don't know, if you didn't see the announcement, I'm back. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. EST. Okay. Every week. So you're going to start seeing how I'm applying this all, how I'm scalping, how I'm trading. You're going to be around. I'm going to be doing giveaways every week. Okay? I'm going to be doing giveaways every week. Oh, wow. You guys. Wait, did I send the wrong one? Okay, that's fine. Retweet it, whatever. You should be dancing, yeah. Did I send the link for this one? Oh, I wanted the actual video to be reposted, but that's okay. That's okay. Here's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna give 1 month free. Ooh, I have a good idea for the next giveaway I do. Oh, I have a good idea. I have a sick ass idea. Okay, I'm gonna do it next time. Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. Damn, man. I don't know, because we have two. I didn't mean for this one to be retweeted. I meant for the video to be retweeted. Okay, listen, I'm sorry. I wanted the video, not the link. The link is more for people that see the video. So I'm gonna do it on the video. If you want to unretweet this, you may. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I can't, because I can't split it. You know, I can't split it up. So do it on the video, and we'll do it. And we're gonna get her going. Anyways, I'm excited, man. We're gonna start streaming. I'm gonna start doing futures. I've been saying that for a long time, but we're gonna start doing futures. You know, we're gonna start doing futures. No, I'm not doing 2 winners. We've been giving away. Oh, that reminds me. All Nexus interns are going to be out now as well. And we're redoing the interns. We're redoing the internship thing. I'm going to start doing 2 interns. 2 interns on Monday for 1 week. Wednesday will be $100 giveaway. And then Friday we'll do maybe we'll do 1 month in the Nexus every time. Okay, let's do it. Let us do it. Let's do it all. Reposts. One of you guys are gonna win. One of you. Can I do a Twitter picker? The intern was that every couple days until I posted a new video, you would basically have a chance to enter. It was kind of like the VIP codes, you know. It was kind of like the VIP codes that we did back in the day, where if you watch the video and you sent me the Nexus intern word first, you would have access until the next video. But people started taking advantage, and we started giving away way too many interns, you know. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, are there any settings I need? Okay, there you go. Nexus for life, yeah. Can I do the ranking stuff? I should do everything. Tools, indicator, entry types. If you can give me like a list, then I'll do it again. Okay. We're gonna do it. We finna do it. 1. Check profile image to reject the bots. I don't think there are bots here though, are there? Okay, listen, here's what we'll do. Because if it's a bot, then the bot is not going to be in here, right? The bot's not going to be in the chat. So be in the chat. Like if you're not in the chat, Husky, are you a bot? Husky, are you a bot, brother? Are you in here? Is that you, Bosky? Husky, Bosky, is that you, brother? You are not a bot. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, bruh. So that I know that you are you. I'm gonna send you a DM right now. And you are in the YouTube chat gonna tell me what I sent you. I just sent you a message, and you, sir, are going to tell me, type it in the chat, so I know that you're here. Bang! We have a winner. Okay. Are you in the Discord, brother? Listen, I will DM you, okay? I will DM you. If you're in the Discord, actually, you don't even need to be. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. Yeah, I know it's him. It's him. He's good. He's chilling. Congratulations, brother. We will see you in the Nexus. Everybody else, have an amazing weekend. Don't do anything I would not do. One love, baby. One love. Keep dancing. Keep grinding. Keep dirty whining. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.